Live for Love TV back here with you, 19/4/2021. We've said in Live for Love we're going to try and help people with their stress as we deal with our own stresses. We work together with you to de-stress you as well. Stress is a strange thing because it's one of those unforeseen things. You can't see it. Something that stresses one person out excites another person, so it's really hard to deal with. Some people are more stressed than others, and some almost feel like they never stress whatsoever. I don't know what causes one to stress and what not another, but we all get stressed at some point in our lives. So we can help one another with stress, and we can understand that it may not seem real to us at the time, but it's definitely real to those who it's real to. So we try to help you out in Live for Love TV with the stress situations. You know, in the middle of the 20th century, which is last century, stress became a major thing in people's lives. And it seemed to come hand in hand with technology. We spoke on before on the mental illness report that the more we get into AI and internet and social media, is the more stress people are getting. So it seems that since the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and then out now into the 21st century, we can see that people are becoming stressed more and more. Some people will be stressed by what they can get and what they can't get. Some people are stressed when they get it and trying to hold on to it. Some people are stressed trying to get it. But anyhow you get that stress, to you it's real and it feels detrimental. It can even bring you to your knees and maybe to the end of your days. So we have to look at stress in different ways in different people. But one thing I know, I mean, I've felt stress at times, and I've had serious cases of stress, you know, in the past. And one thing I do know is that in order to come out of a really stressful situation, you really need to change your perspective. You really need to change your perspective, because life is about perception and perspective. And sometimes our perspectives are a bit off. And I know people are going to say, well, I'm blaming them for their own stressful situations. I'm not blaming anyone. I don't believe in blame. I'm just pointing out facts that I know from my own personal situation, that perspectives and perceptions are what life is really all about. What I perceive and what you perceive is different, and that's where, more often than not, where our stresses are coming from. We're perceiving things sometimes in a way that they're not really. Sometimes somebody says something to you and you perceive it in a completely different way than the way they said it or meant it, and that causes you stress and sometimes leads to conflict. So stress is something that you have to take seriously because it affects people in a very serious way. But you must also understand that when you're dealing with people who are going through stressful situations, that their perspective may be slightly off. Their perception, which is what life is all about anyway. Life is nothing more than perceptions. You know, we perceive things in a different way. That's why we have in our different cultures, our different races, our different environments, different backgrounds. The same thing, we're under the same sun, the same moon and the same stars, but our perspectives and our perceptions are so much different. So we have to understand that people do. That's what makes up the world. That's what makes human beings interesting. But we have to understand, again, that when it comes to perspectives, perception, if they go off, they start to become a problem for you when we call them stress. Now they're harming you. And if that's what's harming you, then all you have to do at some point is to change that perception, change that perspective. Look at life a little bit different. The old half empty, half full cup comes into mind. Some people see the glass as half full. That's a good perspective. Some people as half empty. That's a bad perspective. Because if you're thirsty, just be happy that you've got a drink and believe it's half full, and feel good and move on from there. And then, you know, well, let's say in Jamaica, one cork or full basket. Just take your time, you know. Give yourself time. When you're in stress, everything seems like the time is moving faster and faster. Things are coming at you 100 miles an hour. What you need to learn to do at that point is to give yourself time. Be kind to yourself. You know, don't let that other part of your mind tell you that the world is coming to an end, that you're finished, that darkness is all around you, that stress is going to kill you. Because it's a perspective. Give yourself time. Be kind to yourself. Just like how you love other people, start loving yourself. Have some love for yourself and enjoy your own time with yourself. That will help you along the way. Live for Love TV. Live for Love TV back here with you. Hope you're all doing well out there. Today we're just having some thoughts again, sitting down here, watching people, especially the young people, running up and down and thinking about health and the health of our family and our friends and our loved ones, and even those who we don't know too well, but we hear that they're in ill health. We have to take our health seriously before we become ill. I mean, the amount of people I know who the slightest thing that happens to them, they go into a tailspin over their health. They're prepared to give anything for their health, to get their health back on track. And the minute they get their health back on track, they go back doing exactly what they were doing before. No changes. Looks like they're trying to destroy themselves sometimes. You wonder, why would they do this to themselves if they know they're going to end up back in a tailspin? I can't answer that question. I'm not going to try. But for those of you who are interested in health, Live for Love TV really believes in promoting health, promoting health is wealth, promoting the fact that we are our best doctors. We should be our first doctor. Whenever you go for a second opinion, it shouldn't be the doctors. The doctor should be your second opinion, and maybe another doctor and somebody else your third opinion. Your first opinion should always be your own. You know your body. You're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So you should know your body, get to know your body. Don't believe in too much distractions, because there are a whole heap of distractions out there, and those distractions are why people don't know about their health. They're out there watching other people's lives, other people's stuff that they have. And it doesn't matter what it is that you're distracting you, what movie, what soap opera. You can watch anything you want, do anything you want, but you must take your health as your top priority. Because when you don't, it always comes up and hits you. When it hits you, normally it's a bit too heavy for you. You can't manage. You know, get plenty of water, get plenty of rest, exercise. You know, walk, go for walks. After you eat, go for a walk. Try to always leave your dinner table not completely full. You know, eat up to 70%, 80% of your capacity. Don't leave full. Don't eat till your belly a bust and you have to drop asleep seeing players. That's not a healthy way to live. You can go to your bed. It's better to go to your bed slightly hungry than to be overfed if you want a good night's sleep. These are little minor things you can do to tweak your health along the way. But as I say, the major things are get plenty of sunlight, get plenty of fresh air, walk, go for walks, exercise as much as you can, have good relationships, and try not to be in toxic relationships. You know, if you know somebody is not good for you, don't argue with them, don't fight with them. Once you realize they're not good for you, then let them go. Just let them go, you know, because that's the best thing for your health. That will help your mental health and your spiritual health as well. So, you know, let's take our health seriously. Let's take our friends and family health seriously. And remember, if you're hanging around people who don't want to take their health seriously, it's going to be very hard for you to take your health seriously. So if you're not with people who want to take their health seriously, then let them go. Find people who are taking their health seriously, people who want to talk about those things, people who find those things interesting, people who will go for a walk with you when you want to go for a walk or for exercise, you know, or get some sunlight or whatever it is, go for a swim, whatever, go to the sauna, whatever you do. But do it with those people who are interested just like you. You know, like minds stick together. So Live for Love TV. See you later.
This is Live for Love TV. Live for Love TV. Yes, I am!
Make sure to subscribe and leave us a review.
Be sure to join us next time.
Live for Love TV.